by Rampage Jackson.
And that's it. That is all she wrote for Hercules right there.
Danielle Taylor throwing some heavy shots and ends the fight. Cutler is out. Insane airplane toss by Charles Krazy.
Atlantic takedowns. Huge knees, two huge knees.
And there she is, Ronda Rousey making her pro debut in excellent fashion. Jamie Colleen just destroying. Cutler says, no more, I'm out. And a quick look at our rules of combat based on 3 5-minute rounds, and of course 5 5-minute rounds for championship bouts. And of course in the amateur division that changed to 3 3-minute rounds, and of course 5 3-minute rounds for championship bouts in the amateur division. It's based on the 10-point must system, judging criteria, and to get things started, we'll go ahead and throw it to the cage.
Here is Ian King.
And here we are again at Chinook Winds Casino for another night of mixed martial arts action. And as Dean Stone had just mentioned, Ian King fighting out of the blue corner. And tonight he takes on the very formidable opponent, Brennan Crow, here in the 145-pound weight division. Scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds, once again here at Chinook Winds Casino in Lincoln City, Oregon, just on the coast. The beautiful beaches out here. And man, what a wonderful environment for these fighters to wake up to in peace and harmony, especially before having to go to battle. Extreme conditions, of course. So later on tonight, Fabiano Scherner, the long-awaited championship between him and the current champion, heavyweight champion, Tony Lopez. Tony Kryptonite Lopez, I should say. A legend here in King of the Cage, a veteran in the world of mixed martial arts. So tonight, exciting things just up ahead.
Here is Brennan Crow.
And there he is, his opponent, Brennan Crow, making his way to the cage, set to take on Ian King. And there you have it. Very calm, collective right now at the moment. Final adjustments being made here. And tonight's event being brought to you in part by General Tire. Anywhere is possible. And of course, Lucas Oil, made in America, sold to the world, as we prepare for war in the 145-pound weight division between Ian King and Brennan Crow.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the Chinook Winds Casino Resort Hotel in lovely Oregon. I'm sorry, if I don't have a bell, we do not have a bell at cage side. I've been a professional full-time announcer since 1998. If I don't hear that bell before I start talking, it's going to throw me off. But I'm going to do the best I can for you folks tonight. I apologize. Let's try this one more time. Ladies and gentlemen, a very good evening to you, and we welcome you to the Chinook Winds Casino Resort Hotel. This bout is scheduled for 3 rounds in the bantamweight division. Your referee in charge of the action is Dave Hagan. Introducing first in the Lucas Oil blue corner, standing 5 feet 10 inches tall, official weight 145.4 pounds. He represents Tracy Baja of Portland. Ladies and gentlemen, from Roseburg, Oregon, presenting Ian King. His opponent across the cage, fighting out of our General Tire red corner, stands at 5 feet 9 inches tall. Official weight 142.8 pounds. He represents the Crow's Nest. Ladies and gentlemen, from Bakersfield, California, presenting Brennan Crow. Once again, Dave Hagen is your referee. It's scheduled for 3 rounds in the bantamweight division.
All right, gentlemen, Hardy went over the rules. Want a good, clean fight, protect yourselves at all times, obey the commands. Any questions? Touch it, go back, come out fighting.
And we are set for round 1. Ian King in the blue gloves and Brendan Crow in the red. Both fighters really identical when it comes to the stats here, height, reach, and whatnot. And here we go with an outside leg kick and a nice outside left, and connects. Outside leg kick for Ian King. Oh, and a nice big right delivered by Brendan Crow to end this fight quick. Brendan Crow on fire here. Let's take a look at this replay. Right there, big right. Drops Ian King. And it looks like Brendan Crow just wanted to keep going, but it looked like Ian King was still holding on. And the ref got caught in the middle there. Let's take a look right here. You can see once again, right here, sets it up, big right, drops him. His legs buckle, and that is it. Good night. And he just doesn't want to stop, but the ref's like, hey, man, that's it. It's over. And I think we'll throw it to Dean Stone for the official announcement.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee in charge, Dave Hagen has seen enough, steps in, calls a halt to this bout due to strikes. The official time, 30 seconds of round number 1. The winner by TKO, Brendan Crow. Here is Maui Acantilado.
Acantilado making his way to the cage here in the 130-pound weight division. Of course, in the pro division, scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds as he gets set to take on Chance Gabriel. Acantilado has some really heavy hands when he gets in the cage. And, man, just an absolute tough warrior. Every time he puts it all together, just a well-rounded fighter, but his heavy hands, man, says it all. And that's something Chance Gabriel's probably gonna have to look out for. I haven't seen many of Chance Gabriel's fights, so I can't say too much on his part from the experience of watching it. But the stats alone, when you lay it down on paper and you look at these two fighters, you're like, man, this is gonna be an all-out war between these two. They will keep each other guessing because both of them are well-rounded. But like I said, styles make matchups, and it's always hard to call in the world of mixed martial arts. And you can usually call it when you see one guy who, you know, has a little bit of better experience on the ground than he does with the stand-up. It's obvious, you know, where the fighter may take it, and you know, use their tactics against him if they're tougher in the ground game, whatnot. But right now, this is going to be a strategic war between these two. Can't wait as they throw down.
Here is the outlaw, Chance Gabriel.
Chance Gabriel making his way to the cage. Like I said, both these fighters are very well experienced, very well rounded when it comes to the stand-up and the ground game. So this is going to be one of those guess-em strategy fights between these two. And like I said, Acantilado out of Honokaya, Hawaii, 25 years of age. That's the guy who he'll be taking on. But right now, this is Chance Gabriel, the outlaw, out of Hilo, Hawaii. So this is pretty crazy, man. You got two guys from Hawaii all the way here on the coast of the state of Oregon. This is a battle of bragging rights, and I cannot wait till these two warriors throw down, and the action will happen when we return. We'll take a quick break. Stick around. This is King of the Cage.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the Chinook Winds Casino Resort, Lincoln City, Oregon, King of the Cage and General Tire present this 3-round bout in the flyweight division. Your referee in charge of the action, Sean Gregory. Introducing first, in the Lucas Oil blue corner, standing 5 feet 4 inches tall, official weight an even 130 pounds. He represents Hybrid Performance. Ladies and gentlemen, from Honoka'a, Hawaii, presenting Maui Acantilado. Here's opponent across the cage, fighting out of our General Tire red corner, stands at 5 feet 6 inches tall. Official weight 129 pounds. He represents Fisticuffs and Purebred MMA. Ladies and gentlemen, from Hilo, Hawaii, presenting the Outlaw, Chance Gabriel. Once again, your referee in charge of this 3-round flyweight bout, Sean Gregory, now with the final instructions.
All right, gentlemen, you guys know the rules. Protect yourselves at all times. We're all going to obey my commands at all times. Questions? Questions? Touch them up, guys. I want a clean fight. Thank you.
Much respect between these two fighters, but I guess that will go out the window here as we start round one, because these fighters are going to throw down. Both fighters just explosive. Watch this. Identical in terms of styles. I mean, look at this. It's like we're looking at a mirror here with the explosiveness both these guys possess. And again, in the red gloves, it's Chance Gabriel. In the blue, it's Sheldon Acantilado. Or white gloves, I should say right now. Acantilado coming in with some nice hooks there. Chance Gabriel continues the circle around here in the center. Outside leg kick, barely misses there. Jabbing away are these two. Oh, and a nice kick to the body. Doesn't slow Chance down one bit. Remember, tonight's event being brought to you in part by General Tire. Anywhere is possible. And, of course, Lucas Oil. Made in America, sold to the world. And Chance Gabriel once again in the red gloves. And in the white gloves, it's Acantilado. Looks like they had him on the fight card here as Sheldon, but this is Maui Acantilado. I do apologize for that. And of course, it's easy to spot out Acantilado with the tattoo on his back. And of course, Gabriel with the tattoo on his back. And another body kick delivered by Gabriel Chance, or Chance Gabriel. Gabriel starts to push forward here. Acantilado continues to circle around, and a nice body kick delivered right back. Sort of a receipt. This is, man, what a battle between these two. Like I said, this is going to be a guessing game, and I wouldn't be surprised if someone changes elevation here shortly just to change things up and throw one's game off. But make no mistake, both these guys going to the ground, they're very well. Here we go. Here it goes. This is what we're talking about. And this is just the adrenaline that's kicking in and the instincts. And here it is, the tug of war of who's going to take it to the ground. And Acantilado looking to get it, but Chance Gabriel showing some great balance there. Oh, and a nice takedown for Acantilado. He's caught up in a small guillotine, nothing too threatening here. He's going to try and soften the body of Chance Gabriel up a bit here to bust out, and now utilizes the elbow on the chin technique and pops out. And now looking to posture up and deliver some elbows of his own. 1 minute, 45 seconds remains. So right now, this is just a battle of Chance Gabriel just trying to get out of this, obviously, but Akintalado is just looking to take advantage of this situation and making most of the situation as he continues to posture up and try and deliver some more elbows. And some of those are starting to break through, becoming very effective here. Only takes a centimeter or two to be able to start slicing the opponent up with those sharp elbows. Akintalado continues to go to work. You can hear the corner posture up to look for a pass here. But easier said than done at this point as he continues to try and work him up against the cage. Chance trying to get out of this scrambles. It looks like he will get up. And looking to stuff this takedown attempt, but it looks like he may defend this. And he does. And reversing things. That's a great scramble by Gabriel. Right back to their feet, but now trying to make no mistakes with getting taken down once again. And it looks like Gabriel with a nice knee to the body and delivering some elbows of his own. Final seconds remain here in round one and trying to make up for lost points, lost time. And this is a great way to do it. Gabriel delivering some nasty elbows, some shots to the body. Relentless. Scoring as many last-minute points as possible. And that will conclude that round. Let's take a quick look at the replay here. Right here, you can see Chance takes a shot. Doesn't faze him much. Right here, comes with another shot. And of course, later in this round, they almost tie up here. And finally, things just end up right for Akintalado as he gets his takedown. And from there, he would control things as we head off into round two. Akintalado had a nice takedown in round one. Chance Gabriel was able to get out of that eventually after taking some shots at the ground. It's been hard to tell from this angle. I don't know if there's a little bit of blood that came out of Gabriel from those exchanges on the ground. As soon as Gabriel got out of it, he was able to reverse things real quick, and he was able to smash and throw a couple of elbows of his own. So the round was probably barely edged out by Akintalado. Hard to tell. It could go any way if this fight does go the distance. And now Akintalado back to the ground game here. Now this is where he was succeeding here in the last round. Able to deliver some nice elbows and maintaining composure and maintaining the balance without giving up position. Gabriel so far doing a good job of sustaining any damage, deflecting any shots by trapping those arms. Now looking to get back to his feet here in the scramble, but it looks like he's going to get the full amount of position. And now he's cranking on that arm. That is pretty tight, but rolls out of it. Goes with the flow. Now Gabriel looking to make him pay for this. That is a wonderful job done by Gabriel, now trying to get in the full amount position as they scramble, and it looks like they might get back to their feet. But in danger of taking a knee is Akintalado. Oh, some nice strength being displayed. And reversing things once again is Akintalado. Maui continuing to go to work here from the top. If he continues this up, and this does go the distance, he could find himself winning this fight. Right now, almost at the halfway mark of round two. You can see that he's trying to set up that triangle armbar. You can hear from the corner warning him. Trying to set it up is the key word there, trying. But Akintalado has been showing some very good base very well balanced here on the ground as well. And controlling those hips. Trying to posture up once again. Working from the bottom, and now trying to land some shots from the top once again. Here we go. Taking the back. Here we go. Trying to work the submission, possibly working that arm. Very difficult from this position as he works up against the cage. Now trying to take the back. Now trying to set up the rear naked choke. Still got time. Now trying to set it up. With a minute over, Gabriel's has to fight this off. And it's just like the bow constrictor effect, you know, the more he moves, the more he slithers in there. And it's not like this is just round one where the guys haven't sweat yet. This makes it a little more easier to get in there. Not letting go, trying to reverse out of this is Gabriel. And slithering away is Akintilado. Maui continues to go to work here. And Gabriel seems to have find a way out of this. And going through the merry-go-round effect here. And he's out. Almost. And a nice scramble between these two. Oh, now Gabriel goes to work, delivers a nice knee, and now shoots in. And again, Maui Akintilado controls this round. And that's it. Let's take a look at some of the highlights here. Gabriel very frustrated, rightfully so. Right here you can see the full mount of position, tries to twist and get that arm bar. Doesn't quite happen. It was very nice though. Almost well executed here, and then almost in danger of getting set up by this rear naked choke. Gabriel was just patient. He methodically worked his way out of it, took his time, came here, and this was a mistake where he shoots in for the takedown. And this is where things got back into control of Maui Akintilado as we head off into round 3 now. So far, I'd have to say 2 rounds would more than likely go to Akintilado. Round 1 could be possibly questionable, very close. But in the minds of the judges, if they're going for the control factor and keeping up the aggression, I would have to give that to Akintilado. And it's not that Gabriel wasn't aggressive enough, it's just he was trapped in parts of that round, not being able to deliver any punishment in return. So this is it's kind of a gamble if Chance Gabriel does let this go the distance. He needs to go for broke. That's the point of no return. And messing around on the ground is probably not the best choice, seeing how round 1 and 2 went as Akintilado controlled it. Gabriel, this is where he shines. This is where things start getting crazy. And this is where things start getting dangerous for Akintilado. And here we go. Got to defend that takedown, deliver some punishment. There's a chance if Akintilado gets this to the ground, he may control it and keep things here till it goes a distance, and he will squeeze out that victory. But now Gabriel's trying to tie up with the armbar here. Still cranking. And again, cranking on the arm. And it's a scramble once again between these two. Like I said, this is a very tough, unique situation for Gabriel. I mean, you just don't know which way this is going to go. There's a chance he could have came up in round 1, but you know, long term of this entire fight, I mean, it really is going to go in the favor of Akintoladou. And he is on his feet, and here we go. Akintoladou chancing it now, being on his feet, tired, a little bit of wobbliness going on. Gabriel's got to open up, man, and let those hands free once again. Oh, and reverses things. Gabriel just breaks free from here. He's trying to set up that rear naked choke. Gotta put Akintoladou back on his feet. He was a little bit tired up there, and this is where I think Gabriel may have an opportunity.
Don't worry about his arm. Put your hand free in the elbow.
More shots from the top. And man, he is just trying to crank on that arm now. Gabriel gets free. And some nice work there by Gabriel. And continues here. A little over a minute. Akintoladou continues to push through. And Gabriel just trying to hold on here. Trying to set up a possible rear naked choke as he gets that body triangle sunken in there. Akintoladou trying to twist around. Gabriel tries to get in the full mount position. Now taking the back once again.
Don't let him skate into a win here. Pull hard. Pull hard. Pull hard. Come up on top again. Come up on top. Come up on top. Come up on top. Come on top, Chance. Come up on top.
Both fighters extremely exhausted. Trying to get through this third grueling round. Both fighters exerting so much energy, but right now is the final remaining moments. And it's very questionable to see if Chance Gabriel may pull out the victory, but like I said, Akintoladou did a lot. The third and final round here between Chance Gabriel and Sheldon Akintoladou was a back and forth battle. And I'd have to say that these fighters, you know, round 1 and 3 could be possibly 50-50. I'm not quite sure. I mean, it's a very hard fight to tell. I mean, we could quite possibly see ourselves a draw here. But man, incredible nonetheless. Both these fighters showing a tremendous amount of skills here. We throw it to Dean Stone for the official announcement.
Ladies and gentlemen, before we go to the scorecards, a hand for these two warriors from Hawaii. Outstanding effort by both combatants. Judge at cageside, Rick Campos, scores this bout 28-28, even. However, Judge Laura Gregory has it 29-27, and Mike Mickelson 29-28 for your winner by majority decision, the Outlaw, Chance Gabriel. Oregon, are you ready for some women's MMA? Here is Boozy, Susy Watson.
Susy Watson, Boozy Susy. 34 years of age, standing at 5 feet 4 inches tall. And of course tonight fighting in the 125-pound weight division, scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds as she gets set to take on Liz Tracy. And her hometown is Abbotsford, BC, Canada. Pro MMA record with 3 wins and 4 losses, and of course, 2 of those being knockouts, and of course 1 submission and 4 decisions. So she's capable of going the distance if she has to. Submission's a very well-rounded fighter in that department, but she does have heavy hands. And tonight she also was undefeated in her amateur career, so she's off to great things. Things are a little lopsided in her pro career. That tends to pan out sometimes for most fighters, and then they never end up losing their fight. So right now, this is a perfect time for her to score some wins and keep those wins and keep that win streak alive. She fights at a Mamba Martial Arts Academy, of course, in this Canada. And tonight looking to add more victories to her belt.
Here's Liz, the Titan Tracy.
And here you have it, Portland, Oregon's very own Liz, the Titan Tracy. 29 years of age, 5 feet 3 inches tall, with a reach advantage of 68 inches. And of course, fighting out in the 125-pound weight division. She's already off to a great start in her career, pro career. 3 wins, 2 losses. 2 of those being KOs. And of course, 2 of those being 1 from being decision. And her amateur career, 3 fights, and then she went to pro. And she fights out of Portland's 10th Planet Fisticuffs. So tonight, she's going to probably display some of her wrestling abilities that she has, and you can see her teammate there. And they are ready to rock here. We'll see how this all pans out shortly.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the Chinook Winds Casino Resort in Lincoln City, Oregon, King of the Cage and General Tire present our co-featured bout of the evening. Sanctioned by the Oregon State Athletic Commission and Select Tribal Athletic Commission. It's in conjunction with King of the Cage Incorporated, President and Founder, Terry Trevilcock Jr., Matchmaker Al Jocelyn, Promoter Jeff Mahalik. Your 3 judges, Rick Campos, Laura Gregory, and Mike Mickelson. After the bell rings, your referee in charge of the action, Sean Gregory. And now, Oregon, put your hands together for our co-feature of the evening. 3 rounds of MMA in the women's junior flyweight division. Introducing first, in the Lucas Oil blue corner, standing 5 feet 4 inches tall, official weight 125.3 pounds. This Mamba Martial Arts Academy fighter has a combined 5 victories. Ladies and gentlemen, from Abbotsford, British Columbia, Canada, presenting Boozy Susy. What's up? Her opponent across the cage, fighting out of our General Tire red corner, stands at 5 feet 3 inches tall. Official weight 124.9 pounds. This Portland 10th Planet and Fisticuffs fighter has a professional record, 3 victories, 2 defeats. Ladies and gentlemen, from the Rose City, Portland, Oregon, presenting Liz, the Titan Tracy. Once again, your referee in charge of our co-featured bout, Sean Gregory, 3-round schedule.
All right, fighters, you guys know the rules. Protect yourselves yourselves at all times. No moment, obey my commands at all times. Any questions? No questions. Okay, green fight, please. Thank you.
And here we go, round one.
You ready?
Susy Boozy Watson gets set to take on Liz the Titan Tracy. Liz comes in immediately and closes the distance as she works Susy Watson up against the cage. Like I said, trying to utilize that wrestling ability right out the gate. Looking for that head control and possibly looking to take this to the ground immediately. Looking for that takedown, and she gets it. Susy Watson in a very tight situation here with her head being choked on here and getting worked up against the cage. A very uncomfortable position indeed for Susy Watson, but gets into a better position here. And now looking for that head and arm choke here. Hard to tell from this angle where I'm looking at, but
Knees the body, knee to the body. There we go, there we go.
now looking to go to work here. Liz Tracy. Susy Watson been pinned down for almost a minute and a half here in the first round. Looking to posture out of this, but man, Liz Tracy just showing some great balance here. And great hip control being displayed as well. You can see that wrestling background just continuing to strategize here on the ground. Trying to break out free from that right leg. Susy Watson still trapping it. It's a great job done by Susy Watson trapping the right leg. Trying to avoid her passing the guard here. But it seems like she just may be moments away as she continues to crank on that arm. Go for this old school key lock. Susy Watson able to break free. Trying to deliver some elbows. Trying to soften the body now of Susy Watson. Now trying to pass through. From the top. Now some nice body shots. Very uncomfortable, especially cracking them right on the ribs there. Susy Watson has just been pinned underground here for quite some time, and delivering some nasty elbows is Liz Tracy. This has completely been just a controlled fight on Liz Tracy's part. And Liz Tracy just continues to go to work here and control the pace of things. This round will definitely go to her if this ends up going the distance. It's been a very frustrating fight indeed, though, for Susy Watson as she continues to try and get out of these trapped positions. Now grabbing the, wow, man. Liz Tracy just delivering the goods here. Now taking the back of Susy Watson. 30 seconds left here in round one. Rolling around. Setting up that rear naked choke. Is there enough time on the clock? But nicely done by Susy Watson as she continues to fight the very strong Liz Tracy off her back this entire time. Liz Tracy scoring some last-minute points there. Man, what a war. Let's take a look at the replay. Hey, here's the takedown right here. And this is where things would just completely be dominated and controlled by Liz Tracy. Now, it's probably in Susy Watson's best interest to try and keep this on the feet. Round 2 between Susy Watson and Liz Tracy. Earlier in round 1, Liz Tracy controlled the pace of things on the ground, and I'm sure this is where she's going to take it right back to her world. And this is where things got very frustrating for Susy Watson, and I think Susy Watson's just trying to fight this off as much as possible. Setting things up with a sort of a reverse triangle there. As she continues to work from side control here, gives up position. Some nice knees being delivered in the midst of things. Goes from a knee to the body to an elbow to the face. Rolling around. Trying to get out of this, but now gives up the full mounted position. As Liz Tracy looks to go to work. Watson is scrambling around on the bottom, trying to change things. Now giving up her back. Liz Tracy looks to set up this rear naked choke, but Susy Watson still safe. Not quite out of the woods yet, but still just fighting this. And remember, later on tonight, Fabiano Scherner, the long-awaited battle between him and the current heavyweight champion, Tony Kryptonite Lopez. That will be going down here tonight. And of course, later on tonight, our featured amateur bout between Alex Mosier and Cody Westfall. Continuing to take the back of Watson. Watson just continuing to left guessing this entire matchup on what the next move will be of Liz Tracy. And those shots are landing. I mean, you can hear it, obviously. And Watson is just left to continue to guess and defend herself. Especially when giving up your back. It's one of the toughest things to do. And looks like she might be free, but she holds onto the leg. And Liz Tracy is right back to it. She takes the back of Watson. More shots from the top.
This ride, there you go. Perfect, take your time. Right hand.
A little over 1 minute remains.
Stay heavy. Turn away. There you go. Look for punch.
Keep peppering her. Keep going.
Knee to the body. Keep it up.
Continuing to work from the back, trying to deliver a knee. Got to be careful, though. And that concludes that round. What a war, and what of a war of attrition between these two. Let's take a look at the replay right here. Liz Tracy just continuing to stay busy and heading off into the next round. It's going to be a very difficult one at that. Lots of pressure added to the situation. Susy Watson's going to have to try and just finish her. And that's easier said than done, because once it gets to the ground, you can see Liz Tracy just controls and dominates the entire fight. And right here, you can just see she gives up her back, more shots from the top, and just tries to stay busy there, any which way she can. And we head off into the third round. And of course, Liz trying to work that arm bar. Watson just fighting, keeping her from trying to grab that arm, but it already begins here. And once it goes to the ground, we've seen what happens. Liz Tracy just continues to control the pace and keeping the aggression up, which leaves Watson in a position to constantly defend herself, not giving her an opportunity to land some shots of her own, but she takes it to the ground. But immediately, Liz Tracy outpowers her. This is where Watson just needs to break free and start letting those hands go. Susy Watson just continues to push forward, trying to take this to the ground. Like I said, might not be the best thing, this being the final round. And Liz drops and gets a nice slam. Liz showing a tremendous amount of strength tonight. Tries to work that arm now. Watson is left to defend herself once again.
Step over now. There we go. There
2 minutes, 33 seconds remains. And continuing to give up her back is Watson. And to take advantage of the situation, Liz Tracy's right there. And just scoring points, shot after shot. Controlling of it, the aggression of it. And Watson trying to roll out, but Liz is just like 2 steps ahead. Little over a minute remains. And Watson just continuing to get controlled in this fight. With a minute remaining, I don't see this going any other way than in the corner of Liz Tracy. More shots. These elbows are landing. Even though they may not be doing too much damage, I'm sure they don't feel good, but even though they're not doing too much damage, they are definitely scoring points in the minds of the judges. Final seconds remains. And Liz Tracy looking to put an exclamation mark at the end of this round. And what a tough fight it was for Susy Watson. So the judges will get an opportunity to render a decision. Tries to take this to the ground, but it works against her. And of course, Liz Tracy would find herself back up on top, delivering some shots, controlling the pace of this fight, keeping the aggression up 110%, and leaving no doubt in the minds of the judges here tonight. She's definitely going to walk away with the victory. I could be wrong, though, but that is probably going to be a unanimous decision over Susy Watson if you're just tuning in. Another knee right there. She's constantly staying busy. We throw it to Dean Stone.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of women's action, we go to the judges' scorecards. Judge Rick Campos scores this bout 30-27. Laura Gregory, 30-25. And finally, Mike Mickelson, 30-24. All 3 in favor of your winner by unanimous decision, Liz the Titan Tracy. Here is Fabiano Scherner.
And there he is, Fabiano Scherner, making his way to the cage. The long-awaited battle of the Giants between Fabiano Scherner, right there, and of course the current heavyweight champion here at King of the Cage, Tony Kryptonite Lopez. And you know, when you take on Tony Lopez, you got to be ready for a war. You got to be prepared for a guy who can go 5 rounds. He can go 3 rounds. It doesn't matter. But if you're going to put Tony away, the only way we've seen him even get taken out is sometimes by submission. And that's just by slip-ups on his part that happened by accident. So tonight, you know, Fabiano Scherner, I am sure is prepared for this war. But, you know, going in with dreams of knocking Tony Kryptonite Lopez out, that is not going to happen. You don't see it happen. You see him get knocked down, and it almost looks like he's out. But it's that point in time where he gets right back up like a zombie and comes right back at you like the Terminator, and you've got to run. You know, because, man, this guy has just absolutely been in this game for a long time. He's got a lot of experience. And this is going to be a great fight for Fabiano Scherner if he can score that victory over the heavyweight champion, Tony Lopez.
Here is Tony Kryptonite Lopez.
And there he is, the man that really needs no introduction. Stays busy, one of the most active MMA fighters I know of. In and out of every organization. This guy right here, Tony Kryptonite Lopez, who has been in the game for quite some time, held several titles to his name, and also have the honor of commentating with him. And that would explain why I am here cage side, you know, and Tony Lopez is right there as he was warming up earlier tonight. Now, good thing is Jimmy Jennett is also cornering him tonight, which is also a good person to have in your corner as well. And Benett is just a very tough individual, man. He is a giant when he gets in the cage as well. And that's perfect for Tony to be able to warm up to a guy of that size and caliber of his skills. But Tony Lopez is no joke and no slouch when he gets in the cage. He's been doing this for quite some time. He's comfortable in the cage. And those are the guys that are the most dangerous here in the sport of MMA. This is another day at the office for the heavyweight champion, Tony Kryptonite Lopez, as we get this matchup underway, scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds for the heavyweight championship here at King of the Cage.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the Chinook Winds Casino Resort, Lincoln City, Oregon, King of the Cage and General Tire present our featured bout of the evening. Sanctioned by the Oregon State Athletic Commission and Siletz Tribal Athletic Commission in conjunction with King of the Cage Incorporated. President and founder, Terry Trubilcock Jr. Matchmaker, Al Jocelyn. Promoter, Jeff Mahalik. Timekeeper at the bell, Randy McCarty. Hitting the bell, Parker Estes. The 3 judges scoring this bout will be Rick Campos, Laura Gregory, and Mike Mickelson. After the bell rings, your referee in charge of the action, Dave Hagan. And now for all the fight fans in attendance and the millions watching around the world. Oregon, let's hear it. This is our main event of the evening. 5 rounds of MMA for the King of the Cage Heavyweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, in the Lucas Oil blue corner, standing 6 feet 4 inches tall, official weight 264.6 pounds. This Gracie Baja Portland fighter has a professional record of 11 victories, 10 defeats, and 4 draws. Ladies and gentlemen, from Portland, Oregon, by way of Brazil, presenting the challenger, Fabiano Scherner. Here's opponent across the cage, fighting out of our General Tire red corner, stands at 6 feet 5 inches tall. Official weight, 235 pounds. This Team Oyama fighter has a professional record of 57 victories with 27 defeats. Ladies and gentlemen, from planet Krypton, aka Yucaipa, California, presenting the reigning and defending King of the Cage Heavyweight Champion of the World, Tony Kryptonite Lopez. Once again, Dave Hagan is your referee, 5-round schedule.
All right, gentlemen, already talked about the rules. Looking for a good, clean fight, protect yourselves at all times, obey the commands. Any questions? Touch them up, go back, come out fighting.
And here we go, round 1, heavyweight championship is on the line. Tony Kryptonite Lopez, your current champion in the red gloves, and Fabiano Scherner in the black tape gloves there. Scherner, a ground game specialist. And Tony Kryptonite Lopez may want to keep this on the feet where he's obviously most comfortable and obviously where he's got most of his wins. And Scherner is just trying to close that distance now. Lopez with plenty of experience under his belt. You know, this is a really tough fight. But if this does go to the ground, Scherner has a chance of submitting Tony Lopez, which you don't see too often because it's hard to get someone like Tony Lopez to the ground. But Scherner has the weight, he has the muscle gain behind him to be able to take him down. But Lopez is keeping him at bay with those feet, which tend to sort of work like his hands in a way. He's just got it down. Kick to the back. Scherner comes in with some nice shots. Now trying to scoop him off his feet. And that weight is going to come in handy here as he now climbs to the back of Tony Lopez. Lopez, one knee to the ground. Now having to fight this off. Scherner continues to take the back of Lopez here. A little bit of action being called on by the ref. They're free, and Lopez is free to start utilizing those hands again. But the calmness of Scherner really shows a lot about his cardio. He's really not trying to exert too much energy, really reserving that. Takes a high kick, but delivers a kick back of his own, and now they close up. And gets a nice takedown by Scherner. Look at this. Now, able to start doing some work here from the ground. Lopez fighting off his back here. Now Scherner trying to cross over here. Delivering some nasty rib shots. Lopez trying to get out of harm's way here. And Scherner just trying to spread him out.
Raise that elbow and block it. Raise that elbow and block that little pony squash. There you go. Stay calm down there, buddy. Stay calm down there, buddy.
Lopez with a shot from the bottom with no problems. Spaces him out. Lopez taking some nasty elbows, not just the rubbing of the elbow. Obviously a little bit uncomfortable, but not phasing Tony one bit. And this is the type of fight you'll see from Tony, man. If he's on the ground, he'll still throw shots from the top. You're never out of harm's way with Tony, but right now Scherner's starting to deliver some nice shots. Can he keep it up? Lopez dodging him. Scherner continues to hold on here. Posturing up once again. Does he have enough gas in the tank to be able to land another barrage of shots like he just did? Here we go. We'll find out. Lopez still landing some shots from the bottom and now giving up his back to Scherner. Scherner trying to flatten him out. 10 seconds remains. And Scherner stays busy. Oh man, what a wonderful job done by Scherner. And look how calm he is. Nothing damaging or anything like that, but once Scherner was able to take this to the ground, you know, he was able to posture up a couple times. Tony was landing some shots from the bottom, but you can see that Scherner postures up right here. This is the highlight right here. He just continues to throw punches. And, you know, whether or not those landed or not, you know, the judges see this as the aggression keeping up, and right here, these land. I mean, these shots that he landed right here, but earlier when he was in that full mount of position, I mean, he's keeping the aggression up, and like I said, if this goes the distance, the judges will score on that as well as we head off into round two. This could easily go 5 rounds between these two experienced fighters. Lopez has obviously proven in his cage time and cage experience that he can go the distance, no problem. And he may even look tired at the second or third round, but he goes the distance every single time if he has to. And one thing about the opponents of Tony Lopez is when he's so far away, all of a sudden the opponents see like a foot in their face, like, and get knocked out. because the reach advantage of his height, you know. Scherner taking his time. Not making sure not to overcommit here. And a slip. Lopez tries to capitalize, but Scherner's back on his feet. These guys are some of the most respected fighters in the MMA community. And this is just an awesome battle to witness between these two. Scherner, who's known throughout the world as an MMA fighter, as well as Tony Lopez. Some nice body shot delivered by Scherner. Oh! Nice inside leg kick. Things are starting to get exhausting between these two, rightfully so. You know, especially when things like this happen, you've got this weight that you're trying to fight against. And man, what it does to those muscles, man, is nothing what a sit-up or a push-up does. This is just extreme pressure on the body. And they're free once again. Scherner takes the outside. Scherner looking probably for that right opportunity to take it down, but Tony Lopez makes that very difficult. But let it be known, man, if it does go to the ground, Scherner has a really good chance of turning things around, but he's just so exhausted. Both fighters are exhausted. That's easier said than done. It's a lot easier to just kind of stand on the feet. Going to the ground, man, just makes it more exhaustion. Oh. More shots. Tony gets out of harm's way, and they're right back to it. Tonight's event being brought to you in part by General Tire. Anywhere is possible. And of course, Lucas Oil, made in America, sold to the world. Tries to go for a body shot. Scherner able to cover up. And you know, Tony Lopez is the type of fighter who would fight every weekend if he could. You know, but you know, you can only fight so many times, and you know, you have to get suspended. Obviously, if you're in a fight, you get cut up bad, you know, get suspended up to 90 days and even up to however long, you know, the commission says, you know, so. You know, it's incredible that Tony will fight on average once a month, if not once every 2 months. And this is what he does, man. He goes out there, he fights, he makes money. And he is a career fighter, but he's a great fighter at that. And this is what makes him so dangerous, because he's like, man, I'm going for what I need to go for. And this is more than just a fight for him. And there you have it. Looks like we'll see another chapter between these two heavyweights. And there's that slip. Tony tries to capitalize. Scherner's back on his feet real fast. Right here, a little bit of a scuffle. A couple exchanges between these two. Spinning back fist. Tony Lopez tries to come in. Nothing really significant that lands. And so here we are already, Chapter 3. Heavyweight Championship is on the line if you're just tuning in. Tony Kryptonite Lopez, the current champion, wearing the red gloves. And of course, Fabiano Scherner in the black tape gloves. And more shots between the two. Oh, it lands a nice shot. Fabiano Scherner on his back. The ref doesn't stop it quite yet. Man, what a shot to the dome. Scherner's still in it. Hanging on. Trying to fight through this. The ref will let him stand up. Scherner's still in it. Still pressing forward. Lopez needs to capitalize quick before he regains recovery here. Lopez seizes the opportunity as much as he can here. And Scherner pressing forward, a little wobbly. Oh man, and that will probably end this fight. There is no way he's getting out of that. Man, 2 shots to the dome. But man, the heart and the determination of Scherner, that wasn't going to stop him on the first kick. Man, that was incredible that he came out of that. Right here. Boom! Lands. And right here just continues to just land some more shots. And that's a great call by the ref because Scherner was still in it. And that just shows how hard that chin is.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee in charge, Dave Hagan, has seen enough, steps in, calls a halt to this bout due to strikes. The official time, 1 minute and 11 seconds of round number 3. Your winner by TKO, still King of the Cage, Heavyweight Champion of the World, Tony Kryptonite Lopez. Ladies and gentlemen, this bout is scheduled for 3 rounds in the junior flyweight division. Your referee in charge of the action, Sean Gregory. Introducing first, the Lucas Oil blue corner, standing 5 feet 3 inches tall, official weight 125.6 pounds. He represents Powerhouse MMA. Ladies and gentlemen, from Grass Valley, California, presenting Alexander Taz Mosher. His opponent across the cage, fighting out of our general tire, red corner, stands at 5 feet 9 inches tall. Official weight 127 pounds. He represents Precision Martial Arts. Ladies and gentlemen, from Corvallis, Oregon, presenting Cody Kevlar Westphal. Once again, your referee in charge of this 3-round junior flyweight bout, Sean Gregory, now with the final instruction.
Let's go, Cody.
All right, gentlemen, you guys know the rules. Protect yourselves at all times. Above all, obey my commands at all times. Any questions? There you go, guys.
And here we go, our featured amateur fight of the night between Alex Mosier and Cody Westphal. Making sure that cage is locked in, and here we go. Alex Mosier, very tough on the feet, very quick on the feet indeed. And just on a win streak, on a tear. And he's just not the guy you want to test your hands with. But it just depends on the individual, I guess. But Alex Mosier is able to knock his opponents out. Just very explosive. Look at this. Comes in, a little lightheaded, and Mosier throwing it down. Cody Westphal in a little bit of trouble. And look at this, a little bit of hammer fisting action here. And Alex Mosier just trying to find an opening here to just slam. Throw some more shots from the top. Cody Westfall continues to just work from the back. Alex Mosier is the type of fighter that could probably bring this up like a slam page move. Breaks free. Now Mosier looking to go to work. Works from the half guard, about to, gets pushed back, and that's a great job done by Westfall.
Nice, good, there we go. Good.
And more shots. Staying busy as Mosier. Westfall breaks free. Oh, takes a shot in the midst of trying to get up. Look at that. Mosier with a nice flip. This guy sort of reminds me of Charles Benett. But what Charles Benett, you know, he was a wild card. You just never know what he brought. But this is Charles Benett with his A game put together perfect. In accurate form. And that is much respect to Charles Benett and much respect to Mosier when I say this. This is a future legend in the making, man. Look out, folks. This guy's on to big and bad things. I can't wait to see the future of Alex Mosier. Tonight's featured amateur bout of the evening is brought to you in part by General Tire. Anywhere is possible. And of course, we want to thank the folks here tonight at Chinook Winds Casino Resort here in the Lincoln City, Oregon. And Alex Mosier screaming it up. Now let's take a look at that replay one more time. Mosier sets up his hands right here so accurately, and the nice kick happens. And the incredible part is that you thought Cody Westfall was going to get back up. And just like that, this is where he capitalizes. Boom! In the transition of getting up, he takes a shot, and that's it.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee in charge, Sean Gregory, has seen enough, steps in, calls a halt to this bout due to strikes. The official time, 1 minute and 43 seconds of the first round. Your winner by TKO, Alexander Taz Mosier.